Yo, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we got another coaching subscriber session. Let's see how this one goes. Going to play some Hardpoint on some protocol. Let's go through some stuff here immediately off the break here. It's all about timing, okay? So I actually don't remember what rank this subscriber is, but once they die a few times, we'll be able to see. I think they're between platinum or diamond, around that level. But immediately off the break here, we're trying to think, what's the picture, what's going on here? So we're going to make it nice and simple. Throughout the game, the subscriber we're referring to is going to be the blue #1, okay? So he's going to be blue #1. So right now he's going through this area. The first thing I always say is watch the mini map, look where your teammates are going, okay? So right now, this is the situation. They're all going through the front, and I can see they're going through. Now, right now, this is where I could just immediately just see lack of, I would say, preparation, right? Like kind of just not really knowing what the plan is. I can straight away see they're going through without a real plan, okay? So we're going through. First thing you should say is right now, like, what is my goal here? Am I trying to watch the windows to get some information? Am I trying to watch over my teammates? Am I trying to watch the cut to the left? Am I trying to get to this head glitch? Am I trying to watch the right? Like, what am I trying to do? Because most of the time when you get through to this spot here, they come through the door and you have a bit of a gunfight. But I can see you actually got through, you bypassed that bit right now. So you go through again right now. What I would be saying is, you know, start preparing. So right now, that player is at the door and they open that door, they're going to slide out, they will be able to camera you, okay? Now in this scenario, we actually get the timing first. You get there a bit quicker being on this side of the map. So you should be sliding to this head glitch, preparing, centering at this door. Why? Because when they come there, when they're ready, you should be ready for a fight. But look what you're doing instead. You're kind of running. Your fists are out right now, okay? If this player came through that door, opened the door, they would have a higher chance of killing you than you would. Why? Because you're kind of standing there, you're not really ready, little things like that, okay? So we have to be ready. We have to be ready. Right now, look, you go to the corner. What's the plan here? What's kind of going on? Well, like in this situation, you can see, like, what do we think is going on? Everyone watching, I want you to think like what the plan is, okay? So in this scenario, nobody pushed through middle. So it's kind of like, where do you think they push through? So if we look through, no one pushed through this big door, okay? So maybe one takes a route. Let's assume one takes a route. Let's assume one goes upstairs. There should be maybe two people going to the hill. So it's all about kind of looking at the map and seeing where they could be. So right now, I think you should have used your equipment, been a little bit more ready, and kind of just prepared for this gunfight. So you see you go through, and this is an unfavorable gunfight. Against a better player, they maybe would have snaked it and probably got away with a kill here. So just a few small details there off the break. And now I can see, look, straight away you back away, okay? So again, now you're leaving your teammates. So in terms of overall plan, just from 30 seconds, I'm not seeing much of a structured plan. And I want you to take up a bit more, I would say not more space on the map, but just take up a bit more, like cover a bit more. So like hold a head glitch, watch a lane, just be a bit more impactful, especially as an AR player. Right now you're seeming to roam around without really being impactful. Your teammates are getting kills and all that stuff is kind of happening in such a quick pace that you're just not really getting involved right now. You're not really getting involved. I don't mind this play. Your teammates end up clearing it. Okay, so right now your teammate spawns behind you. So a bit of a weird scrappy start here. You end up getting some time there. But yeah, overall, I think it wasn't a best start from you. It wasn't the best start for sure. But in this situation, I'm saying, right, we got away with it. Yes, we're down by 10 points, but we got away with it. Our team has a heal. It's now time to rotate. They should be coming through the bottom, through like the left side. You're seeing it through the map. Why do I know that? Because my team in this situation, remember we're the blue team, my team was spawning around there, so I'm going to assume that that's our spawn A. I'm going to assume they're still spawning around there, okay? So now we go through and we want to start rotating towards the second point, which is P2. Now let's keep going and then we're going to talk about P2 for a second. So right now, once again, we're going to go through, we're going to shoulder it. I don't mind the way you're shouldering it. I don't mind this. Again, right there, just a little bit more discipline. Okay, so you're around diamond. So right now, if I back away, even the way you approach it, okay? I wouldn't mind you sliding towards the door so you can camera the door, like you can camera the window. Right now, what I would have actually preferred is you sliding and cancelling just as you reach the window so that you'll basically slide, cancel at the window so you can peek your head out while cameraing it. That way, you see them a second before they see you. But what you actually do is this, that you slide, you camera early. You see right there, you should have cameraed at the window because now you're just walking towards the window. So right there, right now, this opponent on the floor can see you. This opponent, if he was right there, if there was an opponent right here, he would be able to see you and take your head off. But if you cameraed the window, you would have had an extra second. So, okay, so just little things like that have to be very careful. Now we go through. So you're pre-aiming it, and again, you see one, and this is what I mean by tunnel vision. So in this situation, you're clearly getting shot from one. Immediately just disengage, go prone, play your life, and be a bit more impactful. You're still fighting, you get taken out. P1, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10 so far, just from what I've seen. And now you spawn out as well. Now, can you hold this side of the map for P2? Absolutely, but I like to hold I like to get a first wave of kills, then hold this side of the map when there's about 25 seconds left, 30 seconds left. Then I don't mind spawn trapping the red team in this situation at spawn point A. But for now, at the start of P2, we just want mid-map control. And right now, you're kind of losing it. That was a big death. You're going to be behind them. Let's see what you do. Again, kill feed, mini-map, what can we do? There's 2 down now, okay? So 2 people go down. We're spawning on the right. They should be spawning at the backside of like P2. They should be spawning around there because your teammates behind you. So now let's take a look at the minimap and what we can kind of predict, okay? Right now, I look at the minimap and what do I see? I actually see something interesting. I see a little white arrow pointing upwards, okay? So just to give you guys indication, what that means, if an arrow goes up, it means they're a level above. If an arrow goes down, they're a level below. If there's no white little arrow there, it means they're your level, okay? So in this indication, I know my teammates above me. So straight away, this is kind of the picture I'm painting in my head. I don't know where the red team are, but what I do know is 2 people died. So I know 2 people are in the death zone. I'm going to call this the death zone, just outside the map, so we know we're looking for them to spawn up. And we're looking for 2 people. I'm going to assume, because I spawned, where did I spawn? Let's remember, I spawned around here, okay? So I end up spawning around there. Where did I spawn? I spawned around there. So we are going to call this A as our spawn. And because I spawned there, we're currently on P1. What does that mean? It means we are still on the P1 spawn system, okay? So for P1 spawns, if I'm spawning around there, I think they're going to be spawning around there, okay? So pretty simple in terms of that bit. And now we're going towards P2. So in this situation, remember what we said. We know that 1 person is above us, kind of watching over. 1 person right there has spawned behind me, so they're going to be around there. And 1 person's on the hill. So I immediately know we have mid-map pressure. We're looking for 2 people spawning up and 2 people rotating. So I'm going to assume that they're probably around the house. Maybe one's rotated already and the other 2 are spawning up. So I'm going to assume they have something like this. This is the setup I'm assuming in my head. So now the next plan of action is trying to get this mid-map control, head glitch this area and get an entry kill. For me right now, what I'm trying to do is just find 1 more kill, 1 or 2 more kills, and then start to make my way over to maybe spawn trap them and get the rest of the time. So we're going through. Okay, I like this head glitch. Good play, good head glitch. Right here, I think a little bit tunnel visioned, and I don't love it. I don't love it, and I'm going to go through why. Let's see what happens there. So in that situation, it's all about the minimap for me, okay? All about understanding the minimap. If your teammate's on the left here, for me personally, I'm going to watch this out right now, okay? If somebody stood right here, if they camera this area here right now in this head glitch, they are going to kill you because you're just standing there. You see right there, you're standing there. If somebody was on the right, let's say this number 4 that I'm picking up, if he decided to slide cancel around the corner and stood right here, you are standing like on the ledge here, right? You have a teammate who's kind of with you. I just feel like right now you could easily get pinched. I would be a bit more careful. There's so many rooms like to get shot from. I think you got a bit over aggressive there. Your teammate was there. Let him kind of have that. Just kind of chill a little bit there. But fortunately, you get the kill. Your teammate gets 2. That's now 3 down. Immediately, when there's 3 down, okay, look at the mini map. Right now, your teammate's on the right. That tells me the map is now flipped. The map is flipped on its head. Your team is now, instead of being on the left side, your team now has control of the right side. How do we know this? Because he's right there. He's right there. So immediately, I'm expecting them to spawn out there, okay? So this is where, again, I want you to be faster with the map awareness. Let's see how long it takes you to react. But I'm going to assume they're going to be pushing from this side now. Something like this, okay? Let's just see what happens. So we're number 1. So right now, you're pre-aiming this side, even though your teammate's right there. Now, you did just get flashed, so I'm going to give you a second to react, of course. So right now, we go around, and where's your 4th teammate? He's around there. So again, now we've got a new picture. We're painting the picture. Let's see what we do now, okay? Let's see if we turn around and how long it takes the subscriber. We go through, and right there, those little plays right there is what we need to clean up, okay? Let's watch it again. So you watch the minimap right now. Obviously, you get flashed. Watch the minimap right now. As soon as I see the right, like right now, you need to immediately turn left. Quickly. But you see this little play there? If you died right there, that would have been a bad play from you, okay? In that situation. So like in this situation, you're making the right plays. Your timing's a little bit off. Like when I'm watching an AR, like a good AR, right? They're kind of like a sentry gun. So that's one thing I want you to be a bit more, just like be a sentry gun and kind of cut those important lanes and stuff like that. Because right now it's just a little bit slow, okay? Straight, like 5 seconds later, you guys spawn out. This isn't bad, right? Why? Because 2 people are down. You guys actually have the good spawns for P3. So in this situation, right, if we think about this, what do we actually want? Now, this is where it gets really important, okay? Let's clear this for a second. So like I try to explain this concept and it's not the easiest to kind of understand, and I do get it. And in terms of execution, it's even harder, right? If I said P2 right now, where do you want to spawn? You actually would want to spawn here because you're right next to the hill. The issue you have is if you spawn here, you do still need mid-map control. You do still need control, because there's definitely a scenario, which I actually like as well, where I'm spawning the other side and I'm trapping them. So I have somebody outer, I have somebody on the hill watching the lighthouse like that. I have somebody on the top window watching like that. And I have somebody over there watching this, okay? Now this situation for me is like, even if they play outer like there, like on a head glitch, like a stair glitch, right? Like you see here on this left, like on to right, directly on top of where the teammate is. This is a really good setup because you have no weakness in terms of where you're pushing from. You're holding very easy angles. You should be good to go. And then the players here are kind of trapped. The reason I think this is why it's really important is because even though we have the good spawns here, you can see we don't have control. And let's say there's 25 seconds left of the hill, okay? By the time we push, it goes 20 seconds. We die. Okay, now there's 12 seconds left of the hill. And now we're spawning out. They have a great setup, which could easily transition into P3. So that's why I always say to people, when you guys are playing, try to get the good spawns at the start of the hill. So this scenario, I don't mind the team getting spawns A at the start of this hill. But then they should start wanting to get spawn B, which is around here, on P2. So we're still on P2, but towards the end of P2, you want to prioritize spawn B so it's an easy transition into P3. So right now, like you can see, you're pushing through the front. I actually don't mind this because you can then hold this new setup. So it's all about understanding that, which is why it's really important. Okay, so right now you go through, 2 are down. So you know one's in the hill. Okay, even the way you're approaching this, I don't mind it, to be fair. One thing I want you to work on is your mechanics. I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's Crimson level. When I'm watching this, I would say that your mechanics are around the plat to like low diamond level, and that's what I want to help you work on. Just kind of understanding the different mechanics and when you're doing what. Like, for example, right now, as you're going through, in this situation, good grenade, I don't mind it. I would say right now, chuck a stun on the wall and kind of just see what's going on. So you're going through, you're going through, you're going through. If somebody was watching this right now, like right there, if somebody was pre-aiming this area, you're probably dead there. If that player was in that corner right there, you're probably dead the way you approach this, because the jump there just probably wasn't the best thing, simply because of the way the mechanic is this game. So right there, I would have said shoulder it, or maybe gone for a slide around, but you end up getting the first kill, and then look what happens. As soon as you get that first kill, again, you kind of push through, he's right in front of you, you're going around hip firing, and just kind of like overcommit. Right there, in my opinion, a better play is getting the kill and backing away. Like, get the kill and play your life here. So you get this kill. Okay, imagine if you got that kill. Again, if you played it the way I wanted, where you kind of just shoulder the corner, you don't overcommit, you could have got that kill, played your life on these stairs, and then think about it. This player, now this is a very, very in hindsight thought. A lot of these scenarios where I'm going through, breaking it down, they're very detailed, very in hindsight. But the reason why I do that is that when you're playing, you can kind of think, you know what, this applies to other scenarios. Like right now, why did I push the hill, overcommit, die for no reason when I could have done this? I could have got this kill. But what you would have actually done is got this kill if you shouldered it, or let's say you get this kill, you kill him, you back away, this player is now looking for you, and your teammate then comes through right there. By the way, your teammate comes through, gets that kill. So you're basically doing a bait and switch. This is how you can bait and switch in solo queue. You don't even need to communicate. You just shoulder, get some shots off, back away, let them look at you. All the attention's on you. Boom, your teammate comes through, gets the kill. You guys are now alive. But if we actually play it out, look at this. You get one kill, you overcommit. If this is my point right now, if you backed away instead of going forward, if you backed away, your teammate would have got this kill, you would have still been alive, you see, and that would have helped your numbers. Now look, now this guy goes through, Fury's there, this guy's still alive, and now Fury has a harder job. You see, when you come out there, you shouldn't be all the way out. If you watch a kill cam, this is why I say watch a kill cam, by the way, as well. Right there, what you could have done is just kind of tucked against the wall. So it's kind of like just go up, short jump or slide around there. So your head should have been around there, like just at the wall. But instead you went all the way out. You see this overcommitment? We want to try and avoid that, especially in those scenarios. Because now look, you end up dying, your teammates go through, and let's see what happens. You guys spawn at the back now. And now look, now you actually spawn on the bad side. So this is why it's very important to play your life in these situations, because now you spawn on the bad side. That one death has cost you. Why? Because we wanted you to be here. Remember, we wanted you to be the red cell. We wanted you to be where the reds are, but now you're actually spawning behind them. How long is that? 15 seconds. So not only do they have P2, this is exactly what we didn't want. We didn't want them to have P2 for the scrap time and have the P3 rotation. And this is why I say, when you look at these diamond lobbies, maybe plat lobbies, things go so quickly. Like right now, with 25 seconds to go, your teammate is making a really bad play because he's actually pinching. But what he's doing is he's giving you guys the back spawns. We don't want the back spawns now. We wanted that 30 seconds ago. Now we want these spawns. We want to spawn over there, right? But my teammate doesn't understand that. So your job right now is to look at the minimap and say, right, my teammate is making a bad play, but me dying here is making his bad play worse because now I'm going to spawn in the bad side, you see? So that's why I say it's not just about kills, it's about understanding what you're doing on the map. So right now, look, we spawn out and they now have a better setup. So it's very important to understand when people are overextending and what we can do, okay? We're going through now. Again, a better team right now. A better team right now. What do they do? Look at my setup. I haven't even touched it, okay? But right now, the way you're approaching it, again, for me, just gotta be a bit more cautious, because if they have somebody sitting there, if they have better players kind of posted up, you just coming through middle, you're dead there, okay? So you get kind of fortunate here the way you push it, but even then, not an easy gunfight. You go through and you're standing there and these guys are letting you kill them. So right now, what I'm gonna say, in my opinion, is you are getting rewarded because the players you're going up against aren't as good as you. So if you go up against the next tier of players, I think that's what's going to stop you, is these decisions right here. Like right now, you have no intel. If I said to you right now, right, my friend, are they on the wall or not? Are they up top or not? You don't know. You're not shouldering it. You're going in, okay? Right now, if that player decided to sit on this rooftop right here, okay, sitting right there with his head glitch, he takes you out, so you end up dying here and you spawn back there. So you're just delaying your push even more. So little situations like that, you just got to be shouldering it, using your kind of awareness, chucking a stun, grenade, being a bit more cautious, okay? Someone's right there. Again, right there, this player should take your head off, but he doesn't. So we're getting rewarded by their mistakes. You see that kill? That was a great shot from you, but he made a big mistake. Right now, what's the situation, okay? We want to get spawned. So one thing you're doing a good job at is you're closing in the gap. Let's just explain this situation again and kind of what's happening. So we're spending more time on the P1 rotation. As we go towards the P2 rotation, it's going to be basically the same thing. So in this situation, what are we seeing? We killed one, so he's going to spawn back there. Cool. We know one's at the door, so one's around there. My teammates are on the right. I'm assuming one's right around back there. I'm going to assume their setup is kind of like this, okay? Now, the reason why this isn't too bad is because they haven't got full mid-map control. We have mid-map control. So it's all about waves, okay? So the way I'm going to do this is show you guys kind of like the way I look at the map. So what we're going to do, we're going to do it in black color and kind of split the map up, okay? This is section 1. We'll do it in a different color because it's not really standing out right there. Okay, we'll do it like this. This is kind of section 1. So this section 1 is kind of their spawn. Section 2 is kind of the mid-map, okay? Right, this is for P3, by the way, and just generally. And then section 3 is around here, okay? What we're trying to do is we realistically want section 1 and 2. We realistically want right now section 1 to be spawning there, okay? So section 3 is a spawn. So we're going to give that an S for a spawn. And section 1 is a spawn, okay? So right now we kind of spawning either side. But what we're really, really fighting for is mid-map control, so that we're putting more pressure on the spawn. Because right now, if you stay here, okay, yes, you're not in the hill, but what you can do is buy time, let your teammates push up. And this is where most people get mistaken. What they do is right now, they're by themselves, they go in, they die, they spawn back there, and they give up section 2. So when you're in this situation, hold. You have section 2, just hold and wait for another wave. You need to do this in wave of kills because you're not going to go in, kill everyone, spawn them out. It's not very realistic. So we want to wait, let your teammates push up a bit as well, get some control. Then you want to push through. Now, when you start getting into section 3, so section 1, now you can start fighting. You know why? Because if you kill them now, they will spawn out. So it's all about understanding where you can push through. So if you can take your time here, get a wave of kills, then break the spawns, that's going to be more beneficial. Let's play it out. Let's see what you do. So look, right now, you see you're going through, you're going through, you're going through. I don't mind this, but again, you're by yourself. So you've got to be a bit cautious here. They could be playing for you. You see you're going through, going through, going through. For me personally, I want to see you be a bit more cautious here. I don't mind the pinch right there. I actually like the pinch from you, but again, being a bit more cautious. I think just the way you're approaching these gunfights, I think you're getting away with a lot of like robbery in terms of like the way you're running. It's kind of like you're getting really good timing. So I'm looking at it like, oh, you should be dead here, but you're getting really good timing. Like even right now, if I'm on the other team and I have somebody watching this, look at your centering right now. If they slide, they kill you. So just being a bit more, I would say, mechanically aware with your centering and like the way you're approaching it. Even right now, like you're going around this corner, you're not aiming in, you're not slide cancelling, you're not like right now I would be slide cancelling, I'll be checking this area, I'll be going round, you know, pre-aiming it, but look, you're kind of running, hip firing. If someone's right there, they kill you right now. If there's an enemy standing right here, You know, he probably kills you because you're just watching the floor. So I think you're getting away with a lot of this kind of playstyle. Your actual playstyle is fine in terms of what you're doing. Your decision making is actually really good. It just needs to be a second faster, and you just need to be a bit more, I would say, ready for a gunfight. That's the biggest thing I've realized, is you're not ready for gunfights. You're running. Even right now, you're running. You get shot and then you back away. So good play from you. But if they were a bit faster, if they were a better team, they kill you. And let me explain this last bit as well. When I say if they were a better team, this is what I mean. Do you see how you're getting through? The reason you got through there is because they had one person on the hill, 2 people on the hill, 3 people on the hill. Instead of having a setup like I said, right? Imagine if they actually had someone like this. Imagine they had somebody holding this back area for a second. They had somebody sitting there. When you went through like you did, you would have 1000% died the way you played, okay? If we watch tac maps here. But because they don't really know what they're doing. Let me make sure you guys can, okay, you guys can see the quadrants, that's perfect. Okay, so in this scenario, right, because they didn't really know what they're doing, you didn't get punished. So you were able to go on through because they had this setup. They had an awful setup. They had something like this. So they've given up the whole of quadrant 1 because they're on the hill. You've got behind them for free, okay? So we definitely need to work on that, just kind of understanding where we are, what's going on, and being more ready for gunfights. Sorry, we are back. So yeah, like I was saying, like, you're actually making the right plays, but right now the opponents are making the wrong plays, and you're making the right plays in terms of where you're going, but just the way you're approaching it, I really want you to just work on like that awareness. So like, it's really hard to say, but it's more just about understanding, like, okay, if I'm pushing this back area, I need to be expecting a gunfight, because if somebody preempts you, they're going to kill you. Like right now, if they preempt you, they kill 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 you. You go around the corner, they're right there, they should kill you. So it's just like, because they didn't be back here, you got away with it. Does that make sense? Like, you made the right play because they made the wrong play. But my point is, against a better team, if you're going up against an iridescent here, right, and he's sitting back here, let's say he's sitting on your left, you can't just run down the street like that. You got to be more cautious. So I would say, like, just be a bit more careful, a bit more cautious, a bit more slide cancelling in. You're kind of just walking around, and now look, you get a great kill, you play your life. I love that. You play your life, you're blocking the spawns. Really good stuff there. You should back away, block the spawns here. Okay, you could block the spawns from back here. If you just sit like literally in this area here, you're blocking the spawns, you spawn them out. But I love the pinch. Your teammate goes through. That was absolutely perfect. Okay, go through, the guy's one shot, take him out. Perfect. So in terms of your game awareness, really good stuff there. Definitely deserves to be in diamond or crimson with the game awareness alone. But in terms of the way you're moving around the map, I think we could work on it. I think mechanically just needs to be a bit faster, and yeah, like right there, that's fine the way you're doing it. Just be, again, just a little bit faster. I want you to keep working on that, okay? 2 go down. You know the last one's in the hill, perfect. Right now, 3 go down. 3 go down, okay? Your team is spawning behind you. Where do they spawn? Okay, so right now I want you guys to think, anyone that's maybe not sure with spawns, just think like logically, okay? Even if you don't know the spawns exactly, I want you to think logically. Where could they spawn? So I want you to look at the map right now. Let's look together. We're the blue team, okay? So we're on the hill. We have another person with us. They're in the death zone, okay? They're in the death zone. We're going to keep these quadrants up. I know quadrants in 4, but we're going to keep, I don't know what to call it instead of quadrants, but we're going to keep these lanes open. So we've got lane 1, lane 2, lane 3, just to make it easy for you guys to understand when I say about map control. So red team spawn out. There's 3 of them spawning out. So when I say spawn out, we're going to leave it here. So they are now in the spawn zone. So they're thinking, the game's thinking, where should we put these guys? Like, where do we deserve to put these guys? Should they spawn on the hill? Should they spawn left, right? Where should they spawn? Generally, there's 2 spawn points for a hill, and the game kind of decides between them, okay? So right now, the good spawn is going to be here. So we're going to call this spawn point A. So we're spawning essentially on the hill, like back here. And the other one's spawn point B, which is, am I faded? Yeah, around there. Like, again, it could be a little, like, people say, oh, it's not there. It could be like, you know, a little bit left or a little bit right. Like, generally, it's around there, okay? It doesn't matter specifics. You just need to know the rough area to kind of execute. So right now, 3 of them go down. If we're standing here, my teammate is standing right there, he's blocking the spawns. Even if we don't know where this guy is, he's alive, but we don't know where he is, it's very safe to say they will spawn here. They will spawn in the house. They will spawn around here. So our job now is to cut the lanes and prepare for P4, okay? In P4, they can get 60 seconds and start winning the game here, even if you get these 20. So your first thought right now should be, I need to go to P4. So you either go underground and start going there, or you go through the front. You should go through this front and start cutting the lane, start fighting them, and then go through double door. The point is, right now, as soon as I press play, your character should be preparing for P4. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see. Right there. I've not seen this gameplay. I've not watched it back. I've not seen, this is the first time I've seen it. Right there's a mistake. That right there, the timing, everything is what I want you to work on. You see how I paused it, explain the whole breakdown why? Right there, you should go to P4. Now, they should 1,000,000% go to P4. They're still fighting for P3. That's a mistake from their end. They're sending reinforcements to P3. That guy just wasted his life. This guy made no sense, okay? So you may get away with this once again because they're not rotating, but this is the difference. For you to hit that crim level, I think you're diamond right now. For you to hit that crim level, right now, you should have been at P4. I want you guys to understand that. He should be at P4 right now to hit that next level, because if this is any other team right now, look at this. Now you're down. You're up by 10, but you're going to be down because this hill's a money hill. This hill's a money hill. I like this from you. I don't mind the discipline, but your teammate's going to die now because of that. Your teammate's going to die from that. Okay, he doesn't end up dying. You go through. The money hill's there now. How are you going to break it? How are we going to break the money hill? You see how much time's wasted? You see how much time's wasted here? You end up going through again. A better team holds this. So I don't care if you guys broke it here. I don't care if you guys broke it, because this team you're going up against isn't the level I want you to be. I want you to be a level higher. So the mistake you just made for me was enough to lose you 60 seconds, and that's what I want to talk about. I don't really care if you break it from here because the mistake was already done. Again, I want you guys to understand when I say this. I'm not judging you guys on the gameplay that you send me. I'm judging you on what the level you should be. So you're diamond right now. For you to get to crimson, you should have rotated. You shouldn't rely on this. You shouldn't rely on breaking this hill because you should have been early. So that's the mistake, okay? Good break, good reposition. You go through again. Shoot that trophy, bro. You're taking too long. Shoot that trophy. I end up working out perfectly. Love the semtex from you. But right there, shoot the trophy. Be quicker there, okay? Just be quick in these decisions. Same situation, you end up breaking it again. A better team that doesn't let you get through, and they end up going up by 50 points here. So good break. Once again, I can't give too much credit because a better team would have held that, and you know, you should have rotated early. But good shots here, fantastic shots. He's one shot. You can chuck a semtex and grenade. You know they're coming through the left. I don't mind this. Again, game awareness is up there, right there. The only thing I literally was going to say is I love the fact that you checked zip line, but you actually didn't check zip. You actually kind of went past it. So right there, just check zip. So you kind of went round, you checked this area. I think that was just a small mistake, just not checking zipline right there. You literally check that, you get a free kill. So you did that play like 90% right. Just that little 10% there could have helped you out a bit more. You're spawning back here. So remember, now instead of spawning on point A, where are we spawning? Let's see. Instead of spawning point A, where are we spawning? We're actually spawning, instead of back there, we're spawning just around, well, kind of the same spot, to be honest, around there. We normally spawn around the back heli, which is around there for A, and they're going to spawn around the back, okay? So they're going to spawn around there for B. Sometimes they spawn at the gun bit, just kind of around there, okay? So same situation, we're fighting again. Now, this is the exact same thing as the next setup. Same thing as the first rotation. All we're doing now is fighting for mid-map, then we want P2, and at the end of P2, we want this side, same exact thing. So we're just going to play it out now. First rotation's done. We spent about 20 minutes just talking about the first rotation, about everything about that situation. 30 minutes we spent talking about one rotation. Why? Because all the detail is in the first rotation for me. Second rotation is kind of the same thing, bro. It's kind of just figuring out the same pacing and just making sure you're applying the same pressure. For me, you guys did a really good job in the first rotation. Just a few small hills you could have cleaned up. Right now, you're doing a good job. You get 2. Again, just watch middle there. I think you were fine where you are. Just kind of watch middle. I think your timing was a bit off there. Like right now, you do a really good job getting a 2-piece. Like right now, just watch over. Like I think the big gap that you missed was right here. You could have sat right here and just watch this whole middle lane. This whole middle lane right here, you could have watched that and you would have been good to go. But right now you kind of missed the boat. You see how you're watching the left? Let me show you on tac maps. You're sitting right here watching this, okay? So you're watching this area here. Well, I would have preferred you just watching this cut here, and I think you would have got so many more kills. And in fact, your teammates would have had so much more value for you. Like you would have had so much more value for your team just by holding that area. So that you watch the left, and you end up jumping off, going through. I can see what you're trying to do, go for a little pinch here. But again, look at the timing. You see how long you're taking? Think about it. This whole time, you've left your team in a 3v4. So yes, you may get a kill here, but these are why sometimes I think the kills aren't as valuable, because you're leaving your teammates. So now you go through behind them, you're missing some shots. So that right there, that 20 seconds was kind of just wasted. So I think you could have just played your life there, held an angle. And I think that's why sometimes I think people do too much. There you go, perfect example. Like right here, just sit here, check the zip line. Watch this area now. All you have to do is watch this right window here after you check the zip line, okay? So just these few small details. You see how it makes a big difference. So you go through, right there, just check that window. Just check that window, make sure they can't get across, because you can see they're fighting. Right now, I can see they're fighting, so they're not going through here. This is a good check normally, but you can see they're all fighting. So they're already there, and now you're adding another 10 seconds to your route. You're leaving your teammates in a 2v3. He should be dead now, and there you go. 3 of them die, they spawn out. Again, if you're gonna be behind them here, go behind them properly. Go up top, Just play behind them properly. Your teammate spawns there, they're going to get a parallel spawn on the right here, they're going to get one of those weird spawns because your teammates spawn both sides, and just like that you guys make it a bit scrappy. Let's see what happens for the P2. You end up spawning back here. Like I said, it's okay at the start of P2. We don't want to spawn her at the end of P2, remember. So right now, this is fine. You're watching over the middle, this is okay. They should be on your left here. So let's see how you play this. Again, like this little wrap around here for me is just kind of the confusion. So I'm seeing you right now go through. You know, let's just kind of clear this area now. So I think we've gone through the quadrants. I will keep the quadrants up. I do want to talk about them after, okay? So we know where do we spawn? We're the blue team, okay? So we spawned around here on the B point, on the B side of the map. Now there's always more spawns, but this is just a basic way of understanding spawns. It's just kind of looking at your minimap and seeing where you spawn last. We know they should be roughly around the A area. We don't know exactly where, just roughly around there. Somebody could be there, somebody's on the hill, somebody's probably watching over, maybe one's rotated, like something like this. Like this is what I would assume, okay? So right now you're going through, your whole team is in quadrant 3, is in area 3. Your whole team. We go through and like you're by yourself. So right now, what you need to do is play cuts. You know that they're going to come through area 2, okay? So you need to play cuts like you're doing now, or check the right. In an ideal world, you actually sit there so you can watch middle and left, or middle and right, sorry, okay? So in a good situation, I would say, is if you can kind of get through, play around here, and stand from here, watch the right, watch the left. Kind of go between the both would be a really good play because you're taking up a lot of map control. But what you end up doing here is, look, you go through, you end up turning around and looking there, and this is what I would say is a pointless kind of like 5 seconds because you're giving a timing. You're letting number 2, if he wants, go through. And you're actually going to miss it. Imagine if number 2 goes through now, goes underground and pinches your team. You're missing it because you're not watching this right lane, which is open. That's the only lane open right now, the right lane, because your teammates have the rest. So right there, big missed opportunity. Right now, you shouldn't, like, no one's really back here because you spawned there. It's kind of obvious, but you went round, wrapped round. You wasted too much time here, and now you're in the back foot with your timings. So again, just being quicker, more decisive. You see right there, you flashed him. What if he was 5 seconds quicker? He ends up getting that kill. So just right there, timing, and now you put yourself in a trap. That kill, look where you're getting this kill. You're fighting this guy, you're letting him get to the stairs, and you're fighting him over there, right? Look at this fight you guys are having. Why didn't you have that same fight, but when he was back there, and you could have been there? So that way, he's coming towards you, you're shooting him, you're backing him away. But right now, he's got you trapped. Do you see the same fight you're having, but you're having it at different parts of the map because of your timing? Timing is very, very crucial. Same fight you're having is fine, but you need to have it earlier. Now you're giving them time for no reason. You're going through, two teammates go down. Push up, bro. Like I said, push up. 2 teammates go down. Be quicker. Be quicker. There's one more guy. Come on. Quicker. Way quicker here. You know they're spawning out. Be way quicker. Watch that top area. So right now, timing. We just got to be a bit more fast, a bit more urgent. If I'm watching you now compared to an iridescent, in terms of your timing, it's just a bit too slow. You're 15-9, so you can see your gun skill's fine. I've never had a problem with your gun skill. You're winning gunfights. Your game awareness is pretty good as well. But your timing, which is going to be a bit faster, just keep working on that pacing, okay? Right now, perfect. Right now, really good stuff. But what you're doing, you're not looking at middle. You're not looking at middle. You're getting tunnel vision. So right now, what could you have done? Same thing. Just don't get tunnel vision. Even right now, don't worry about the hill. Just watch your middle. You're getting tunnel vision. You go through. You completely lose middle there. I don't mind it. It kind of works out. But again, I think you get a bit fortunate there. I would have said, like, right now, your teammate isn't, no one's watching this mid right area. So you should chuck a stun right now or jump up top. Like, this is an issue I have right now. Let me show you guys. Okay. You're sitting right here. Your teammate is over there on the left. So your teammate's watching that. You know they're spawning here. You know they're spawning here. That's fine. That's fine. The way they're spawning is fine, okay? But you're not watching the middle as well. This is what I mean by looking at the map. So you're going to get more kills, but you're not being as impactful for your team. Let's say this is your setup, okay? Right now. You should look at that and say, right, what is empty right now? Yes, we have this middle. There's 20 seconds left. If I'm the red teammate, what am I going to do? I'm going to start to rotate round, or I'm going to go through underground. So you should identify that and say, right, from sitting here, I have this area here, right? So I've got this main cut, which is around there. I've got this yellow cut on both screens. But what I should be doing is watching this purple area as well, which is the right area. So you should be doing is checking your right as well, because they could be pushing through to go for spawn. So this is where I'd say people are slightly just kind of like tunnel vision, because you're not looking at the potential options. You're just watching this one area. Look, they could have gone through your right now. They could have went through your right and gone through. So you're holding it. They end up not doing it. We look at the kill feed. We know they're not going to do it now. But again, the potential was there and you kind of left it. You're going through the left again. No one's on the right here. So we need to just watch that right a bit more. Now, I don't care about this scrap time, 5 seconds. I'd rather play for the rotation. But one thing you're doing is you're trying to I don't think you're trying to do it directly, but you're going for kills that helped your KD, but you're making plays like this. Like you got an extra, let's say 2 kills, okay? You got +2 in your KD, but you spawned over there. I would rather not get a kill or a death and stay here and just be like a sentry gun, annoying them, slowing them down, than get 2 kills and spawn here. And that's why I say stats on everything. Because yes, you got kills from that. Yes, you're 18 and 10. Were those kills impactful? I don't think so. Now your teammates are 3v4. You're giving them time. You're giving them rotation. These are things you have to consider. It's not always about KD. Right now, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around, turn around. You see why? You block the spawns. Again, look at this. Tunnel vision, okay? Right now, look at the situation. Yes, you spawn out, you go through. Your teammates blocking the spawns right now. Your teammates blocking the spawns. You get a 3-piece. You get fortunate. Your teammates hold the hill. So what do? We make the best out of the situation, okay? You're standing right here, my friend. You're standing right here facing this way. This is why I say to chat as well, read the map, turn around. As soon as you see 3 down, 3 people spawning up, where are they going to spawn up? They're going to spawn up around there. Why? Because your teammates blocking the spawns. So right now, immediately they're going to be behind you. So you get the kill, immediately you turn around and you play cuts. Right now, you should, as soon as that 3-piece goes through and your teammate's blocking the back, he's on the stairs around there. He's doing a fantastic job, your teammate blocking the back. You need to watch left here. They're going to come through right here. They're going to come through this tunnel right there, okay? So look what happens. You go through, you go through, you go through. You go into the back. You're losing map control. You're losing map control. Look at that. Look at that. Now you're going through, you're holding the back. They spawn at the front, just like I mentioned. Look where I mentioned. You guys see how I'm reading it now? Look at the map. Think logically. Where could they be? Even if you didn't know that they came through the right. Let's say you thought they come through the middle or through this area. That's still closer. That's still closer. Then you'll start to realize, oh, they actually spawn back there. The quickest route is to go through there. You should have been on that sentry gun, on that heady, like a sentry gun, locking that down, getting another 2-piece. But because you backed away, you put in pressure on your team. Again, you end up winning the rotation. That's fine. You end up getting the time here. My point is how to optimize it. How to optimize it. You see, that's what I'm trying to help you work towards. How to optimize this setup. How to get more map control. Remember the lanes I gave you guys? Remember the lanes I gave you guys where I said to you guys at the start, I was like, right, we need 3 lanes, right? This is lane 1. This is lane 2. So this is 1, 2, and 3. Lane 2, you need to control that, because if you don't, guess what happens? If all 4 of you are on lane 1, just like you saw, look what happens. The hill goes red. They collapse through different angles. You cannot sit on a hill and hold it. You have to push out. You have to get cuts. You have to be annoying. These 3 pieces, these 4 pieces, they're great. They're fancy. They look good. They add your KD. Against better teams, you can't rely on it. You can't do this. You have to have more map pressure. Right now, they could rotate. Why? Because they're putting pressure on you. They're putting so much pressure on you. Again, 10 seconds left. What should we do? We should rotate here. You see? 10 seconds left. We're playing for scrap time. We're playing for scrap time. We should rotate. Second time in a row. Look at this, all right? Look at this chat. We get this kill. As soon as your teammate's there, right now with 12 seconds left, your first thought should be, shit, I'm late for rotation. But instead, you're like, oh, let me carry on holding the scrap time. These small decisions. This is an Eerie. This is diamond and below. Okay? This is diamond and below. Crim could be here as well. So Crim and Eerie, rotate. Diamond and below, play for the scrap time because it's the easiest, quickest thing to do. It's the quickest, like, you know, without realizing what's going on, stuff like that. Some diamonds may rotate here sometimes, some don't sometimes. It just depends. But so a consistent Eerie, a consistent Crim right now, 1000% rotates even earlier. That's why you want to fight for lane 2 as well, chap. Look at the tack map. You see lane 1, lane 2. The reason you want to fight for lane 2 as well is because these rotations are now easier. Like, these rotations now to get to P4 are easier because you're trapping them here. So it's all about map control. That's all it comes down to. Right now, what are we doing, man? It's a hard hill to break. Second time, again, your teammate gets a 2-piece and breaks a hill. We cannot rely on that. We cannot rely. Right now, you have 0 contribution to the P4. Look at that. Your teammate goes in, gets 1, gets 2. We cannot rely on him getting a 2-piece. It's not a sustainable, reliable approach. We have to take more action and be ready for the rotation. We just have to be, okay? You get through, very, very fortunate. You end up breaking it. You end up getting killed there, which is unlucky. And now, again, you're giving them so much time on this hill. You got equipment right here. Your teammate's with you. Use your equipment. There you go. That's not bad. Just be a bit quicker there. And you end up getting a kill. So, again, equipment has to be used. You're by yourself. They get so much time here. You gave them all that time. When you went for 5 seconds, you gave them that time. When you decided right now to not rotate, well, it all starts here. When you just, let me show you when the downfall happened for this hill, in my opinion. Right here. Right here. Bad play. You spawn out. Your teammates get a huge 2-piece, then a 3-piece. Right here, all you do is set up. There's one guy you're looking for. Don't worry about him. Your teammates got him. Set up on the right. Watch that right lane. Keep this pressure. You could have sat here, and what would you have done? You would have single-handedly kept lane 2 open for yourself and you would have kept them trapped at lane 3, had an easier rotation because your teammates go through spiral because it's clear, you win the game. Literally, you would have spiraled the hills. You would have done it, but you backed away, you lost map control. Within 10 seconds, you're still on the hill. 4 of you on the hill. Within 10 seconds, you get broken, you get a 3-piece. Again, now your KD's gone up, but your time hasn't. The time on the hill hasn't. Nothing's changed. The KD right there has gone up, nothing else has changed. Now you go through, and this right here is where you lost. Yes, you gained 10 seconds, but look at their score, 139. They're on 139. What they are now? 180. You gave them 50 seconds on that hill. Both P4s, you gave them way too much time. Way too much time. The game's getting closer here. Let's kind of see what happens here. Anything crazy? At this point, you know, it's definitely not a bad job, but there's just so many of these small mistakes, and it really comes down to just keep on practicing. It's not like an overnight solution. I just want you to realize, like, this video shows it's not about KD. The amount of comments I get, yo, I've dropped 40, my teammates are dog shit. The game is rigged, I can't solo Q2 I read it and I ignore it because, chat, I've solo Q2 Iridescent. Now, when I say that, it's not to flex. If some people think it's a flex, it's not a flex because that's a weird thing for me to flex about. It's literally my job, right? My job isn't to do that, to say, oh, look what I got. My job is to say, excuses are just that. They're excuses. Are there games that your teammates troll and you could win if they played better? Absolutely, 100%. That's okay, that's a part of it. But majority of the times, there's going to be games where you may go positive, but you haven't been as impactful as possible. And that is also important to consider. This game, my friend here, has done a fantastic job slaying. Was he as impactful as possible? I don't think so. I think he could have been a lot more impactful if he was a bit smarter with his decision making. Right now, he gets 2. Who's watching middle? No one. Your teammates have made an error, but it's your job to work around that error. Your teammates there, the other 2 might spawn behind you now. They might spawn behind you because he kind of got a weird spawn. I think they're going to come behind you, the other 2. Let's see. So you get another one. So you actually play that okay in terms of that, but again, no one's watching middle. So right there, a better player, chat. Like right there, you see how you watch middle there? Perfect. This is what I wanted to show you guys. That kill, I wanted this death to happen last hill to show you guys the mistake. And I saw this mistake 20 minutes ago, and I kept saying, look at this mistake, look at this mistake. You see right there, tunnel vision. Look, he's getting kills. But he loses the crucial one because he was too slow. Look, too slow to react. This guy should have done this a minute ago because now he gets this kill. If he's smart here, he's going to push through and block you at the spawn. Let's see what happens. If he pushes through, hurry up, bro. There you go. And now look where you spawn. 3, 2, 1. So he didn't push fast enough. If he pushed fast enough, you would have spawned out. So you right now, you know he's on your right though. Immediately watch your right, you know he's there. So you get your gun up, be ready. Maybe your teammates killed him. No, he's still there. So yeah, now it's a bit too mixy. Again, it doesn't need to be this mixy, just map control. So that guy decided to go for the hill. He messed up. He should have went for the spawns. That's the player that killed you earlier. Okay, so go through, good shots. Again, push out the lanes here. We need to push out the lanes here. Go through the front. Look who you're watching. Look who you're watching. You're watching your teammate, and these small things we need to go through. Now, right now, watch the front. Chuck a stun at the front. Chuck a grenade at the front. You're holding the left door. You're not pushing out. You're not cutting the lanes. Right now, there's no impact. We want to be faster. Look, you're going underground. They can't even get underground. Why? Look where they spawn. They're going to spawn around there. So just being quicker. They're going to come through the front door. Immediately chuck your stuns and grenades. Right now, chuck a stun front door. Chuck a stun front door. Quickly. In those situations, you see? I said it 10 minutes ago. Well, not 10 minutes ago, a bit dramatic. I said it about 30 seconds ago. But those plays, we have to be quicker. Okay, you go through. The game gets so mixy. It goes to a rotation. Once again, we're late to the rotation. We're by ourselves there, and we end up having our teammate there, and we end up winning the game. Now, you absolutely fried, but you barely won the game. It's a good thing that you fried, but winning the game like that, for me, you have a lot to improve on. Now, you're a very good player, but it comes down to just understanding the mechanics, so understanding the game awareness side of it. All right, this is when I should rotate. This pacing, this, that. YouTube, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, chat. That was another VOD review done. I do enjoy these. If you guys want your own VOD recorded, please listen carefully, because the amount of people that ask me and don't respond to the ticket, chat, I'm going to show you guys the exact process. Please, if you open a coaching ticket, just respond, chat. Just respond to the coaching ticket. I'm gonna show you guys right now, okay? I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is what you do, chat. Ready? Okay. You join the Discord. Link is down below. You join the Discord. You go to coaching, okay? So you're in the Discord server. You go to coaching booking, okay? Press coaching. When you press it, a ticket will appear, okay? So now, a ticket will appear right there. You obviously won't have all of these tickets. You just have one ticket to look at. So you can see a ticket will appear. And it says to you, I would love to work with you, please answer a few small questions, okay? Session 1, what type of session do you want? So if you don't know the types, you press right there. This shows the type. So if you want what we just did, chat, what we just did was a recorded VOD review. This is session type 2. So if you just say, hi, Arv, I want to do session type 2, and I will send you a video, and there you go. Okay, the prices are right there. And then we go back, so we check out the coaching booking. We go back to our ticket, sorry, not that. We go to our ticket right there. So you literally can answer just like, hi, Arv. I don't know why I'm saying that to myself, but yeah, so you just write like that. So you can say like recorded VOD. And then question 2, your time zone and your availability. And then it says this, okay? Recorded, so don't need to schedule. If it's recorded VOD, we don't need to schedule, right? Because I'm doing that myself. Then 3 is just payment. Just say, I have PayPal, that's fine. And that's it. And then 4, don't need email as recorded VOD. And then just send me the VOD. So you send me the VOD like YouTube. And that's it. And then when I reply, you send me the payment. Boom, done and dusted. We move on. Get your VOD done. We get your ass to Irides on YouTube. You guys know the drill. Drop a like, enjoy it if you enjoyed the video, and I catch you guys for another one tomorrow. Peace.